Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
Four years ago, in a crowded classroom filled with a whispering din, I, along with two other co-founders, created a religion. On December 6, 2017, we forged the foundations of this religion as we sat backstage during Grand Street Theater's production of Elf Jr. We filled the downtime of the actors with the pumpkin shrines and shenanigans for the remainder of the run. After the show ended and life returned to normalcy, it didn't go away. I started writing the holy texts. I started making videos more or less for educational purposes and for fun. I didn't know it then, but 4 years ago I had found my life's purpose. I had found meaning. I had created something to dream for, to work for, and fight for. At times in my life where I felt that existence was meaningless, was a meaningless march towards death, I found direction and inspiration in my silly little pumpkin church. I could never have found this purpose and fulfillment, nor would this church have ever gotten far if it were not for all of the people who jumped onto this odd little bandwagon. Without you all, Church of the Great Pumpkin would have dwindled into obscurity, lost to memory in 2018. Now in 2021, we are able to have actual meetings and celebrations as a group, and that never would have been possible without you all. So Pumpkinists, I thank you for all of the amazing things we have gotten to do this year, all of the celebrations that we have had, and for the community we have built on the internet as well.
2 years ago, I was at a party for the run of Frozen, I believe.
Yeah.
And I was able to show off my habit of finding weird things and reading everything I possibly could about them by the fact that I had basically memorized the entire canon of the Church of the Great Pumpkin. And that was when I first found in a group of very, very admittedly strange people a companionship and friendship of the sort that I had never really known before. I had gone to church before, but I had never felt the sort of spiritual feeling that I did for this silly little pumpkin church. And ever since then, I have done my very best to try and help this religion do anything that it possibly can, and I thank you all for doing the same.
Thank you for 4 wonderful years, Pumpkinists.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, I'm Camera Person. I joined Church of the Great Pumpkin not too long after it was born, and I've been with it ever since. I'm constantly impressed with the work that Ella and the other keepers put into the church and making everyone feel so welcome. My favorite part is definitely the community that has been cultivated. It's always a good time when we're all together celebrating the various holidays, and it's cool to see how Ella's church has connected people all over the country.
You know, when the Church of the Great Pumpkin was first founded, it had haters. They said it wouldn't last long. They said that it was stupid and it would die out. But we've had a church going for longer than the Trump presidency has, honestly. 4 years, right? Like, it's gonna last longer than a whole ass president. And that's really special. Hail to the pumpkin. Kick ass, chew bubblegum, girl boss your way through life.
Hello, I am the Church of the Great Pumpkin's official artist, and what the Church of the Great Pumpkin means to me is that it's a community that celebrates the strange and the weird and the old and the new, and it gives a space for people in the community with a spark for the strange to come together and celebrate the spirit of the Great Pumpkin and also other traditions and holidays. So it means to me just a lot of very curious but playfully wicked community.